Hello all overachievers, and this is a little bit of a tutorial on how to get the veteran achievement on Call of Duty 4 Remastered. This is the second time I've ran through the entire game and done it all on veterans, so there's a pretty easy method of doing it. And what I'm gonna be showing you the two hardest missions in my opinion, which is one shot, one kill, and the one after where you kill Al-Assad. Basically, what you're gonna do is use your sniper a lot and kind of just clear out the enemies in your path. Don't worry about the external enemies, like the ones that are just kind of out of the way. Like, for instance, these guys, you can usually get past these without even having to kill them. Just stay behind cover at all times so you can get down as fast as possible if you need to. You definitely take out those guys on, like, because as long as they're in your path, you need to kill them out. You need to kill them, otherwise they'll just come out and just destroy you. Now, for instance, when you go through a lot of these different missions, it's going to throw a lot of enemies at you at once. Now, if you leave the area and come back, like I am here, you can use these as an item or a weapon farm because all the enemies will despawn. They will not be behind you anymore, and you have the free range. You don't have to kill them. You just run past, go to the next objective. All the enemies beforehand will despawn. And then careful with certain situations that are scripted, such as the helicopter in this mission. Know where those are and make sure you don't get hit by them. I don't think you even really need to fire at that helicopter. I'm pretty sure McMillan can do it on his own. So for like on this mission, you just go inside this little apartment thing. You don't need to worry about running. McMillan's kind of a dumbass. You can sit there and watch him. But yeah, so you just play cautiously. You're gonna die a lot, so just be prepared for that because it will happen. You will definitely die more times than what you really want to. But on the other hand, when you're moving with, like, for instance, like on this mission, the huge handicap is, of course, carrying McMillan around because you can't use your weapon at the same exact time. Dumb, right? You can't even use a pistol. The thing with the helicopters, though, is you want to kill them as they're coming down. You don't want them to come down and try to kill them when they're on the ground because they'll spread out or they'll do something stupid and blow up all your satchels or whatever you're trying to place around. So just kind of shoot them as they're coming down, and you'll just take care of them. Take McMillan. Now, be careful in certain situations where there's a lot of dogs. Make sure you you clear the route of everywhere of dogs. There's like 3 dogs, I think, in this apartment, or 2 dogs. Okay, so on like certain situations, you just want to take things out from a distance, and be careful here because McMillan will try to steal your kills. There's a thing of dogs down there in the pool. Do not kill those dogs. They will actually help you out. As long as you're nowhere near them, you'll be fine. Go ahead and, on this mission in particular, you can, like, before taking McMillan up to the hill, plant all your C4s on the ground, because when you put him down in the golden area, you'll get more of the claymores. So then you'll have 20 claymores on the ground. I basically just make a minefield out here instead of just you know, putting them down in certain positions. I just make up a huge minefield. And then now I'm going to speed up the video just a little bit just so that we can watch the entire process of me doing this mission. And this is the reason why I wanted to show this mission so much, just because of this part in general. I will show a death and then I'll show my legitimate run. I just kind of, there's some cool things with this one. If you notice, everything's just blowing up. I actually had this one clip, or this one part where everything was just blowing up. It's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, so, and now the best place to hide in this situation is right in this little kiosk here. You can, you need to be careful because it's going to turn into a huge grenade fest. You'll have constant grenades coming after you. This is the reason why veterans actually extremely hard, is because the enemies will literally just sit there spamming their grenade button. And they'll just keep throwing them at you, and the next thing you know, you have like 20 grenades outside. And if you notice, I kind of popped up to take out the helicopter. If you can just take out just a little bit, because McMillan will not do a good job of doing that. You're going to need to help clear some things out yourself. Yeah, so basically, this is just a waiting game. It's wait until the helicopter reaches where it's supposed to go, and then you can work your way over to McMillan and take him to the helicopter. But you got to be careful because sitting in here will accumulate enemies left and right. Now the helicopter has just arrived, I think. Yeah, it just arrived. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time because I don't want to just rush out. I did end up dying at the end of this. I went up to the helicopter and they killed me before I can get in. That happens on occasion. Don't get mad. It's cool. Just restart. I was messing with the filters there. I shouldn't have messed with the filters because it just looks stupid. I'm hoping that that you guys can easily kind of get this game. It's very easy to get down. It's just I kind of wanted to showcase this because it's a very nice achievement. It gives you a lot of fucking gamer score, especially because you have one achievement for every mission. You have a massive achievement for completing all the missions at once on veteran or hardened. I think you can go on hardened too, but you know I always went on veteran just because you know it's veteran and things are a little bit harder. But we're basically doing the same thing. I kept getting down to McMillan's area. I actually died about 4 or 5 times doing this mission. And once was a grenade that landed inside the kiosk with me. You just throw it back out. It'll usually take care of itself. You just need to be on constant alert for it because grenades will randomly come in. Now, majority of the time, the grenades that are going to come in are just stun grenades, but on occasion, a few frag grenades will get in there, and you want to throw those out as soon as possible. You actually probably see me crawl up and take one out of the corner, because one of them perfectly landed in a corner. Now, sometimes it'll bounce off the wall and then come back at you, and you'll be able to throw it out. So other times, it'll land in the corner, and you have to come out to get it, and that risks other ones. And the reason... Oh, I died there, too. I didn't even notice that. But the reason why you're safe in that box is because the ground on the box is actually elevated slightly above the grenade. So when you're sitting on top of that, it's actually all the damage is going into the floor of the kiosk, and it's protecting you from the grenade. And also you have walls surrounding you at all times. If you notice, if any grenade lands even just right outside the front door, they still can't get me. It's because of that floor. That floor protects you. So use that floor wisely. Unfortunately, though, as soon as you move out, you're not protected, and all the grenades will come straight at you, and you need to be careful of that because that is no bueno. The second those grenades hop over to you and you're not suspecting it, you will get blown up and killed easily. Now, if you notice I'm getting stunned left and right, is because of the fact that their stun grenade throws are much more accurate. Now, this is the one... I've noticed if you kind of lay down here, sometimes they can't shoot you. There's a tree nearby you can stay behind, snipe people at. But I do complete it on this run. Now, I would still shoot the enemies as you're leaving in the helicopter, because enemies can still kind of hit you through it. I've had it happen before, at least in the on the PC version. I'm not sure about the version, because I actually own it. I actually own 3 different copies of Call of Duty 4. I own this one, Xbox 360 Overachiever, or not Xbox 360, that's my fucking account name. My Xbox 360 version and also the PC version. PC version trumps all, though. But anyway, on this mission, one of the best things you can do is cast out an airstrike right in the middle of the field. Use this little ditch on the left-hand side. This is the very next mission after the last one, one shot, one kill. This is the next one. Really, the hard part doesn't come in until you get up at the farm, because then you have just constant enemies. My preferred path is to the left side. I've done it to the right before, but it's a little bit harder because it's a little harder to maintain. But if you just do it like this, go left-hand side, cast out an airstrike right in the middle of the field there. Now, you make sure that airstrike is just ended before you enter the place. You don't want to fuck up and have that thing killing you. Now, you're going to want to run to this little barn on the left here, but be careful of enemies coming through that fog. So if you notice, I'm going to go right over into the shack here. The shack is a protected shack. It does give you a checkpoint, and that's what you're looking for. Basically, move from checkpoint to checkpoint. If you can get even to the next checkpoint, I mean, that's better than being stuck in a certain area. So just make sure that the checkpoint trumps all. Now, if you notice in this video, I actually haven't added an intro and outro. I'm actually just not going to do that for this one. I lost all my files because my thing corrupted, although I can probably get it back. I just don't remember what account or MediaFire account it's under. But anyway, I'm going to be using... This is a kind of a cheesy way of using your airstrikes. Just kind of cast it out on that car there. There should be a cut here soon. Basically, you're gonna stay. I keep saying basically. I need to stop doing that. Now, I'm gonna run immediately after the airstrike. Here, come down to the left of this house here, and be careful of the enemies that come around the side. I do use the house as cover. It's a very nice cover because then you can use any window to get out. This is the house that you're using the satchel charge handle for, or the like little satchel thing. Now I'm gonna cast out my airstrike probably right about there. Or somewhere around there. I think I do cast out an airstrike somewhere, but I think I put it out where there's more enemies. Because really, there's not many enemies up in this area here. It's not until you get further down the road that you actually start seeing people, and it's usually where the helicopter will land. Now be careful here, because there's going to be enemies off to your right on the mountain. Just kind of run if you can, and try to get into the gas station there, because the gas station is a protected area. It'll keep you protected, and as long as you wait, kind of just find a safe place to wait. I figured out that the cliff side later on is actually a very nice spot. That is not a good spot to land because there's all those people on the mountain over there. Just kind of get yourself behind the street and crouch. Now, people will be shooting it left and right. If you can cast out a airstrike on it, definitely do that. And then kind of wait for the helicopter to open and all the people to come out, because if you're in front of it, you can still get shot. So I kind of went back to the gas station there, and then I'm going right back to go right back in. Okay, so basically you are done, but be careful. I think you can still get shot, so just kind of keep alert and kind of just keep looking out. But anyway, guys, I think that'll do it for this playthrough, or this video. I'm basically almost done. I think I just let it go out, but I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys get a better understanding on how to beat this one better. And yeah, it's going to be frustrating, expect to die a bunch of times, but you can do it. Anyway, rate, comment, subscribe, and keep on overachieving, guys. I know I just said it at the end, but adios, amigos.